Hello, welcome back to another video. Today is a autumn homeware haul. So all of the items here you can see are from pretty much the British High Street. So they're from supermarkets, they're from Dunelm and Poundland. There's some from Home Bargains, there's some from the range, and then there's some from Asda as well. So I thought, and also Primark. So I thought I would just share with you all of the autumn bits that I've been buying. I do have a sneaky couple of Christmas things in here, which I will also share with you as well. I know it's 32 degrees outside. When I was in the range today, it was 32 degrees in the car, and I was going in to look at Christmas decorations. Some may say I need therapy. Some may say that I do. But anyway, I brought a couple of things. I'm going to put them away, but I have brought a couple. So let me share with you what's new in the high street for autumn. I've not been to Dunelm for a very long time, and I popped in. I always find Dunelm quite expensive, if I'm honest, and I popped in and I was specifically looking for a new chopping board. Now, you might say this is not very autumn, but I feel like this is so rustic, it would definitely go with the autumn decor for the kitchen, because I like to use my kitchen as a prop station. So I like to buy wooden boards and I kind of like have them standing up against things. I buy big jars and have things just stored in there just for display. I'm that kind of person, I'm afraid. But I saw this and I absolutely loved it. So it's the Churchgate chopping board, but I'm not going to do any chopping whatsoever. It's just going to be a display board. It was £10. Look at the handle. It's so lovely. It's really like well made and crafted. I love the curved shape at the top as well. And I really like the colour. It's very rustic brown, but almost quite vanilla-y. And I just think it's a superb item. So for £10, I think, let me check the price. Yeah, for £10, this was there. I think for £14, you could have got a thin, long one. And I didn't want to get two because I had a bit of a budget, and then I spotted a couple of other things which I really wanted. So I'm going to share those with you. But yeah, this is going to be the board that kind of sits behind some of the autumn decor that's going to go on the kitchen. I'll probably end up doing a little house tour and share with you how I decorate for autumn. I don't really decorate for Halloween, but I do like autumn decor. So we'll see how that goes. But that was £10. And then also from Dunelm, I picked up the most beautiful glass jars I think I've ever come across. I buy glass jars from B&M, but these are just stunning. I actually got two of them because I was a bit obsessed. So for £10, this is the smaller size one, and I really hope you can see the engraving here on the glass. So it basically says homemade, established 1926, and I wonder if that's when Dunelm was first like on the high street. Maybe that's maybe a connection with the year, I don't know. But I loved the engraved glass detail and quite a large, like thick rim glass. And then you've got the taller one at the back. So the small one was £10. Love the handle. I like how this has got an extra little knob. And then it's quite a big handle as well. It's quite a large glass jar. And it just feels like really good quality, even better than IKEA. I've got two big IKEA ones, similar style of wood, similar shade, sorry, of wood, in the kitchen for pasta. But I think these are slightly fancier. I just love it. So that's the small one for £10. And then I also picked up just at the back there a large one. So again, you can see this size if I just move out all of these pumpkins. This is the size difference, so not too like difference in width, like pretty much the same width, but the back one is taller, and it was £14, so £4 extra for a taller size one. But again, I just love the engraved glass. It's got the same like engraved homemade little sign thing on. It's ribbed as well, and then it's got that gorgeous handle, so the wooden lid. So I'm really happy with those. I didn't mind either paying £14. I know B&M do glass jars for like £3 or £4 for the smaller ones. In fact, I've got some here in the dining room. Excuse the dead flowers at the back there, they're drooping. I bought these from Lidl or Aldi about 2 weeks ago. They've actually lasted a while, but they've come to the end of the life now, so I need to remove those. But yeah, these jars here, they're from B&M. I think they were £4 and maybe £5. And you can see they're just quite, actually, let's compare them. They're very small in size. So I think this one was £4 and it's nothing on this one. It's so tiny in comparison. But B&M don't really stock things like this, which are super large and chunky and just beautiful. So I've got got some B&M ones, but I'm super, super happy to have the Dunelm ones, and they're going to go in the kitchen. Also from Dunelm, I picked up a gift for my mother-in-law. She may or may not watch this video, I'm not sure. But we made her a kitchen sign for her birthday. I think it was a birthday or Mother's Day this year. They go to dancing. They love their dancing. They do like all sorts of salsa, tango, all sorts of dancing. And we made a sign for their kitchen. They specifically wanted the quote, "This kitchen is made for dancing." And so we made this sign. We just made it on Canva, the app that I use for the thumbnails on YouTube. We bought a frame, we printed it off, and then we gave it to her, and she absolutely loves it. But I spotted this here, and I know she's going to absolutely love this. It was £3.50 from Dunelm, which is a really good price for considering what it is. So it's a tea towel, but it's got the pattern. If you see this side first, maybe, it says "This kitchen," and then if you flip it over, is for dancing, which is exactly the same quote as the quote that we made her with the print, which is currently up on her kitchen wall. And I think she'll really like this. Hopefully she does. It's really pretty. I love the colours. I love the pattern as well. That is so beautiful, the little flowers there. And it's quite a vibrant tea towel, but I think she's going to love it. So that is going to be for my mother and father-in-law, just a little cute gift. And then going on to pumpkins, Poundland have got these really heavy, I will say this, they are super, super heavy ceramic pumpkins. So my idea this year, which hasn't really been successful, I must say, and I'm blaming the shops for this. I watch a load of YouTubers, the American YouTubers, who do tiered trays. The tiered tray decor is elite on YouTube if you search for it. Some people really go all out. So I wanted to make a kind of like autumn tiered tray display this year. And I was working really hard at the beginning of like August when the shops were first coming out with the stuff to kind of collect what I needed to make it look decent. But unfortunately, I've kind of given up with what's currently out there. The problem is everything's so large, so you have to buy the really small things to kind of sit on your tray. So I think I might just focus on doing a Christmas one and make the Christmas one really pretty, maybe like a hot chocolate station, which I can put in the kitchen. But for now, I might keep this as it is and just kind of keep adding to it gently, but it doesn't look very good is what I'm trying to say. So this is from the range. This was like £2.70, and it's a super cute little fall mouse, like little Halloween mouse. They had two different varieties, but I went for this one. Look at the little red nose. It's so adorable. They've got a little heart dress on as well with a little fur trim and then a big pointy hat. And it's got boots as well. So you can actually, like, I was testing this out earlier, but you can sit the mouse and kind of hook it over and then let it balance like that and kind of just have it sit in. But I'm just going to have mine standing. So the idea was the mouse is going to go on the top. And then some of these tea light holders were from Asda. These were £12 for 3, which is quite expensive, but they are pot and they are going to last a lifetime, first of all. But secondly, they're really beautiful to look at. They are stunning. So I've just got battery operated tea lights in for now. But you get a 3 variety. So you get the pumpkin, then orange, and then the white one, which is my favourite with the pumpkin. And then at the bottom there, you also get this kind of like taupe colour one with the engraved pumpkins. So for a set of 3 different sizes, the bottom one's the largest, the orange is the middle, and then the white one is the smallest. I didn't think it was too bad. I mean, to me it's expensive. It's £12 on a decor piece, but you do get 3 of the pots included with that. You don't get the batteries, I'm afraid. You have to buy them separately, but we just got ours from the range. So I figured maybe I could put a few little pots like on the top one. The tall one doesn't fit up there, unfortunately. It's too big. So I've got that just at the bottom, but the bottom layer looks pathetic. When you look at the tiered trays on YouTube and Instagram, you'll see what I mean. People, theirs looks amazing, but mine looks pathetic. So then the bottom tray, actually, maybe I'll move. Should I move some of this up here? Maybe, I don't know. Let's try and bulk it out. The top, the bottom tiered tray for me looks like these knitted pumpkins, which were from the range. I think they were like $1.49 or something. They were quite inexpensive for 3. They came with the crocodile clips on, so you can add them to your wreaths. But I just pulled mine off, if I'm honest with you, because I didn't like them. And mine were just going to be little decor pieces for my tray. So they're just going to sit there, and that kind of looks even worse. And then I also from Primark got this, which was less than £2. It is the cutest little thing ever. Once like autumn's over and we go straight into winter and decorating for Christmas, I'm going to keep this out. I think I'm going to put it on my like radiator cover thing because I absolutely love it. It's so cute. So it's just a little toadstool, like mushroom. And then this is from Poundland. I think it was either £1.50 or £2. I'm kind of prone to say £2, possibly, but it may be £1.50. They had the orange, they had black ones with spotty white dots, which was so cool. And then they had some silver ones, but I went for the white just to kind of put in the tray. But I thought I could just add that in there and kind of make it's quite embarrassing, I'm sharing this with you, and kind of make it look Halloweeny. Oh, not Halloween, because I don't really do Halloween, but fall, autumn, there we go. I mean, it's not going to be displayed. But yeah, so that is the new autumn stuff for the tiered tray. And if you're interested, the tray is from the range. So it's a 2-tiered cake stand. It was £10.99. Also from the range, I do have this Hello Pumpkin sign, which I have shared with you. This is just gorgeous. This is going to go up in the kitchen. It's got a little framed stand, so you can stand it up, but it's so cute. I love it. So that's going to go out for autumn. And then instead of the fresh flowers, I did mention that I'm getting rid of those, so I actually found some beautiful maple leaves. They are autumn maple leaves, that's what I'm saying anyway. They were £3.99 for a bunch, and they are absolutely beautiful. They are a natural neutral colour, which I love. They're like a champagne kind of colour, but I think in this dining room, because the alternative was like orange and like quite a burnt orange as well, and I just think it wouldn't look right. So we've got like kind of a real neutral tone running out like through the dining room, lots of cream chairs, like wooden table and things. So I think this would kind of just suit all that's around here. So these are going to replace those dead flowers in that vase, and on that cake stand I'm just going to put the flowers in there and just keep it as it is. But I just couldn't resist. I mean, how beautiful. I mean, a little expensive, I will say, for like a single stem, but you do get a load on a stem. So sometimes with like B&M or Home Bargains, you pay like £3 for like a single artificial flower, and you don't really get anything else. I will say here, you do actually get quite a lot for, I suppose really in hindsight you get quite a lot for your money, so maybe they weren't as expensive as what I'm just thinking, because it's massive. It's absolutely huge, the branch, but I love it. I think it's very autumn, it's very like neutral, it really fits the decor of this room, and I think 3 is a substantial amount to get the vase kind of chock-a-block there on the table, and I think this will look quite grand in it. So I picked up 3 of those as well from the range. From Hobbycraft, I got this pumpkin here, the velvet one, because I was thinking I could put this on the tray, but I didn't measure it properly, and you can see it's literally the size of the tray, so I wouldn't be able to use it for that. But yeah, that was a bit of a shame. Otherwise, I'm not really sure what to do with this, you know. It kind of just keeps, like, I've been putting it on the chair. I've got a little chair where we put our shoes on. In the like dining room, a little fluffy white chair. So I was thinking of putting it on top of there as like a cushion and pretending that it's a cushion, maybe. We'll see, but I'm not quite sure what to do with that one. And then the other thing I picked up, I'm going to say it's like autumn because of the smell, but really I think this is kind of a Christmas item. It's got the Christmas tree decor on from the range, but the smell just really kind of, I don't know, it's just like cozy and like firewood, and it smells so nice that I had to bring it home. But I think the pot itself maybe is a bit more of a Christmas item. So I did pick up this candle. It was £3.99. What I love about these, and I've actually done this for a couple of years now, so the candles, when the wax goes out, I repurpose the pots. I either put fake plants in them, or I put real plants in them outside. We even put holes at the bottom sometimes as well. If we really want to keep the pot and it's weatherproof, we'll keep it outside. So little things like this, if you do buy like candles, especially the big ones from the range, the big round ones, you can definitely reuse the pot. So little tip there if you didn't know. So yeah, that's, I guess, kind of a Christmassy item. And then which takes me very nicely into Christmas. I know it's really early. I know people are going to be probably, because I think some people really do not like it when Christmas is kind of, you know, so early in the year, and I totally understand that. With me, because I film in the shops, I film what's out, but also when I do see things, like I only go to the range, let's say once a month or once every 6 weeks. So when I go back to the range in 6 weeks time, this probably will not be there, I can guarantee it. So I like to pick things up when I see it, and then this will just go in the garage ready for the C word, shall we say. like incoming in November. So this was £5. This is just lovely. I'm going to do a little, hopefully a better looking Christmas tiered tray, like a hot chocolate station, and I'm going to make it all really pretty and like Candyland themed. So this I think would tie in nicely with that and maybe sit next to that, but it's got its own little frame, so it's got like a little thing there which you can stand up, so it's freestanding. But how cute, look at the gingerbread on the top. So it's a little Santa, and it just says I run on cocoa and Christmas cheer, and it's basically just a wooden sign, but it's quite big. It's probably about 30 centimeters in height, so quite substantial. And I love the fact that it's just a hot chocolate mug with sprinkles and a candy cane. And I think if I did do a chocolate station there with like a candy cane theme, this would just go perfectly with that. So I picked up one of those, and then I also picked up a couple of signs. So I went for this one because today I was looking and I thought this is so beautiful that this would definitely go in my dining room on the radiator cover, and it lights up as well, and it was £6.99. But I love the saying. So it says here, there's no place like home for Christmas. And if you can see on the background, in between the snowflakes, there's some lights, which obviously there's no batteries now, but if the lights were there, they would light up. And I just think this is so, so cute. It's just a row of houses. I love the little wooden detail. I think the little hearts and stars are super cute. And I was really happy with the price, actually. For £6, I didn't think it was too bad. So it's a little boxed, like, basically frame, freestanding, and you can just stick it anywhere. But I think for me, I'm going to pop it on the radiator cover underneath the mirror in the dining room, and I think it'll look just gorgeous. So I got that. And then the last thing to share with you, in my opinion, is probably the cutest thing. So every day we get a robin that comes to our back garden, every single day. And I like to think, some people say this, but just after COVID, like actually just after, very like soon after COVID, we lost my nan. And we were, you know, as a family, it was absolutely horrific. And we moved house, I think, just before that, or maybe just not long after that. I can't quite remember now the time frame. It's been about 3 years. My mind's a little bit muddled, but yeah. So we lost my nan, and it was very difficult as a family, of course. And then since moving into this house, every single day, at least in the last year, we've had a robin come to the garden. I used to get white feathers outside the front door. Like every time I'd open the front door, there'd be a white feather on the doorstep. So we live quite rural. We're very in the countryside here. We have muntjacs and badgers. We have owls and all sorts of birds. We've got a bird sanctuary up the road. So we always get creatures and animals kind of around our house. In the evening, at night, it's not rare to see a muntjac running across the road. We live next to a cemetery at the bottom of a hill, so we get like badgers coming out of the river and stuff. We get a lot of wildlife around us, but we live near a big bird place, and I think maybe that was probably why we were getting so many owls and all the birds of prey. We fly above our cars all the time. But the robin comes every single day to the garden, and it's really special. I absolutely love it. When I see it, I love it. It's very emotional, and it's just very special. But yeah, every single day, I always see that robin. Whenever I'm looking out the kitchen window as well, it's always timed perfectly, which is a nice feeling. So what I'm trying to say is I brought this, and it kind of reminded me of that. So bit of a long story, maybe too much, so sorry for oversharing, but that's the reason why I picked this up, because I just thought that is so cute. That is a robin, and it's so cute. It reminded me of that. So I wanted this in my house, especially at Christmas time where the family will gather. So this just says, "Twit twoo, Merry Christmas to you." It's a very cute little sign, a freestanding. It was £2.99. It's in the gorgeous green shade, which I love, and then the little robins at the bottom, and then it's got the little star. So yeah, I picked up that for that reason, really. But that is it. That is kind of the autumn homeware haul with a little bit of Christmas. I hope you enjoyed seeing the things that I have been buying. Thank you so much for watching. Now, I will say, the grocery hauls are back every week now, which is great. But I also would like to go back into the supermarkets, because I really enjoyed going into the supermarkets and filming what was new and the latest bargains you could get. So if that's something that you're interested in, then let me know in the comments below the kind of shops you would like me to go to and film. I always do Home Bargains and B&M, but if you're kind of sick of them, which I kind of am sick of going in them if I'm honest, and there's other shops you would like me to go into, then definitely let me know in the comments, and I'll get some footage filmed in there and get it on the channel for you. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye.